Yo, what is up, everybody? And welcome back to another Madden 24 online CFM game. We are now in the divisional round of the 2025 playoffs here in the Premier Madden League. Our Los Angeles Rams, as the 5 seed in the NFC Conference, are actually playing a home game for the divisional round of the playoffs. We're taking on the 6 seed Chicago Bears, and if you look at the bracket, the 7 seed Detroit Lions also pulled off an upset against the 2 seed New Orleans Saints. So it's all upsets all day, but if that trend continues, our Rams are as good as gone because we are the superior seed in this game. We're taking on a Minnesota Vikings team that we don't have much experience with. We only played them one time so far this year, and that was in Season 2. It was early Season 2, and it was a game that came down to the wire. This Minnesota Vikings team is filled with young talent, including Dallas Turner, their best pass rusher, and Bucky Irving, the lead running back. He is sensational, but of course, you gotta keep an eye on Justin Jefferson, the leading receiver on this team, and they have Tua Tagovailoa at quarterback leading the way. Here we go. The talking is done. It's time to play ball. We are underway for the divisional round of the playoffs here at SoFi Stadium. It's the Vikings in their signature purple and gold, ready to go on offense and ready to ride Bucky Irving as far as he can take him. Here's the first pass attempt. Tua won't get it off. It's a half a sack each for Rayshon Benny and Aaron Donald. Third down, pocket's much better. Tua's got time, and there's the first sighting and certainly not the last of Justin Jefferson. He's a 99 overall for a reason, as Bucky Irving lost the ball and gets it back. He got his own fumble back as one of the offensive linemen, O'Neal, comes up gimpy after the play. Bucky Irving is actually all right after taking that monster shot from the sensational rookie Devon Jackson. A gain of about 5 is negated. A holding penalty brings up first and 19 is Jordan Addison, making Jackson miss, but that's about all. He lost a yard on the sweep. Next play, picked off. Bo Braid patrolling the middle of the field, and it's an opening drive turnover forced by our Rams. For the second week in a row, we did the same thing to Dallas in the wildcard round. Holy cow! Perfect pass from Jalen Henderson to start the game. It's Nakua with the grab. We're looking to continue our offensive momentum from last week's win over the Dallas Cowboys. But we do not want these kind of inaccurate passes from Jalen Henderson. Third down and 9 at the 28. Great pocket. Step up, looking, taking off, and gotta get down there. Jalen Henderson was surrounded by purple jerseys, and he did a good job of not taking an unnecessary shot as we got a Chase McLaughlin field goal up on the board and good. That's exactly the way we started off last week against Dallas, and eventually we just started scoring touchdown after touchdown. So if we can follow that same pathway, we can make it to our 3rd straight NFC Championship game. This Minnesota Vikings team, this is the first time they've made the playoffs. So far, so good. They beat the Chicago Bears in round 1 as Bucky Irving twisting and turning for a gain of 7. Clearly, the game plan is to get it in number 2's hands as much as possible. Second down, Tua feeling pressure, got it to you-know-who. Bucky Irving, the second-year running back, bringing up a 3rd down and 1. Play clock winding down, and backward go to Vikings. Oh, it's Voice and Lucan, the heat-seeking missile at middle linebacker. 3rd and a yard, and a Lucan, he just strapped up his boots and went to work as Julian Fleming, nearly from his own end zone on the return, he turns the corner. He's got the punter to beat. Singletary changing the angle. He can't bring him down. Fleming finally wrestled to the ground, only after getting a gain of about 40 on the punt return. That'll definitely shift the starting field position for our Rams as Dallas Turner, the X Factor, putting Jalen Henderson on his backside. 3rd down and long, Jalen in trouble and sandwiched to the ground. There was time there, but on 3rd down and long, sometimes you just gotta take that sack. You gotta play it smart. Punt the ball. That's all right. What could be worse is turning the ball over in that situation. And the Julian Fleming punt return ultimately puts us in a spot where we can give the Vikings a deep field to work with, and now a short field for our Rams on the upcoming drive as the rookie Azariah Thomas comes up with his first career postseason interception. Trying to take advantage. Oh no! Picked off! This is Marcus Davenport! It's an interception, and it's gonna be critical for the Minnesota Vikings. What a wild turn of events. It's back-to-back picks as Jalen Henderson got smoked. It was Dallas Turner that got the hit on, and Marcus Davenport, as opportunistic as ever, give the Vikings the lead at the start of the second quarter. And the worst part is, that was a throwaway. There was nothing really open. I was just going to throw the ball away, but taking the hit as we try to throw the ball away, and I mean, sometimes that happens. No one's lined up over Fleming outside, and Minnesota has to burn a timeout. Good timeout burn by them because, I mean, Julian Fleming would have been gone for a touchdown if they did not get that in. As we get RJ Maryland, he'll get a first down on the play. Kirk Merritt and the Rams trying to bounce back after the turnover on the previous drive. Kirk Merritt doing a good job of calming things down. Kirk Merritt always lives for the postseason. Oh, we got to get a timeout, and we do. Now it's our Rams calling a timeout as the play clock was about to expire on us. Merritt another carry, but a good open field tackle by the safety. That'll only be a gain of 3 as we go to the RPO outside. Cooper Kupp, well-engineered drive, and a great job by our Rams not hitting the panic button. As we go to Gibson, he'll march us into the red zone, falling forward for a gain of 9 as Deon Walker, the sensational rookie defensive tackle, was hurt on the play, and we try to take advantage of that with a run by Jalen Henderson. That does not work out. Third down. This is smooth running by Antonio Gibson. We continue to navigate further forward downfield as Fleming takes a big step backward, and yet again it's Dallas Turner. How do we take care of him? Just run away from him. That's what Kirk Merritt does for a gain of 7. Third down, empty set, Jalen, quick throw! And it's broken up for Fleming. That's going to go incomplete. And even if it was caught, we would have been about 3 or 4 yards short of getting a first down, getting a touchdown. So, you know, we're probably going to have to kick a field goal regardless, which we do. Our second field goal up and good with Chase McLaughlin. It's a defensive battle so far in this game, surely, and the Vikings are matching our tempo as far as trying to play through their defense, trying to make our Rams put together long drives, not giving us the easy plays. That's an easy play for Tua. He had the time. He found his man. It's Cornelius Johnson. 3 minutes to go in the second quarter, and Tua's hitting back-to-back completions. Now it's Jordan Addison in his 3rd season with the reception. Bucky Irving with the cut inside. Irving! Oh, he nearly kept his balance. He still got the first down. That will take us to the 2-minute warning in a quick pace first half here at SoFi Stadium. Tua looking, and in the corner for Hawkinson. It's broken up on first down. The Vikings with the 1-point lead, looking to add to that on this drive. Middle. Whoa! Broken up. Intended for Jettas. And Grant Delpit with the diving swat to bring up 3rd down and 10 to a great pocket. Gotta make a throw, and that's not the read. He tested the Vaughn Jackson, and Jackson on his high horse, away from Tua, away from them all. The Vaughn Jackson to give the Rams the lead. Coast to coast, the jack of all trades. Don't throw his way. Oh my goodness, Devon Jackson, 15 regular season interceptions, 2 picks in his playoff debut, and now a pick 6 of Tua Tagovailoa, and just what the doctor ordered for the slow starting Los Angeles Rams. Both touchdowns in this game so far have been scored by each team's defense. First it was Davenport, now it's Jackson. Let's see if the offenses can find pay dirt at some point. The Vikings don't have much time to make that happen in this first half as they get the ball after throwing the pick 6. They have a minute to go. Minnesota on a good drive, close to midfield. 47 seconds and counting. Tua stepping. Oh, Rayshawn Benny making sure he can't escape. Benny the Bull has been on the prowl. 1.5 sacks. Second down, quick throw outside. Addison looking for the sidelines. He gets there. He does not get the first down. Forced out by Delpit. This is borderline field goal range. 3rd down. Just need 2. And Tua gets that and then some. As Hawkinson, they're actually going to give him forward progress out of bounds. So the clock stops. And the Vikings with 1 timeout looking to take a shot. It's for Jefferson. Whoa! Travius Hodges-Tomlinson got left in the island and survived to tell the tale. Middle of the field. Whoa, double coverage. Scary throw, incomplete. 3rd down at the 40-yard line. Tua, drop back, holding, under pressure, and just got it to Bucky Irving, who made a pretty underratedly big catch to bring up a 4th down and 3, but more importantly, a 49-yard field goal attempt. without making that catch, it would have been a 56-yarder, and even though we are in the dome at SoFi Stadium, a 56-yarder is never guaranteed, but just getting the pass off was Tua, just making the catch was Irving, and the Vikings cut the deficit in half as we have 12 seconds to go in this first half as Jalen's going to get sacked here, and even though we have a timeout, we're at our own 18-yard line. There's not much to be done here, so we'll just take it into halftime. We tried to take our shot, didn't work out. We have a 3-point lead, and given the way this game has gone, I'm all right with that, right? We just survived the first half. Sometimes all you gotta do is survive, and then you can win the game in the second half when they actually hand out trophies for the victor. And that's what we're gonna try to do starting on this drive. Our Rams take over at the 25-yard line. Jalen outside for Fleming. He extends to make the grab. The footwork is great as well. Fleming now with back-to-back catches, back-to-back first downs. Pretty opportunistic Julian Fleming, who cuts it inside down to the 46-yard line. Great move by Gibson to evade the blitz and get a gain of 4. Now it's Merritt checking into the game. Merritt's got a first down and more. Turning the corner. Kirko making moves, refusing to go down. Explosive plays have us in the red zone. And Merritt into the end zone he goes. Kirko, bang! Big touchdown to give the Rams a 2-possession lead, and what a statement sent out on the opening drive of the second half. Our Rams made quick work of a Vikings defense that has been pretty strong, and in a game where defenses have forced long drives all game long, 5 plays in 2 minutes. Now it's going to put the pressure on Tua Tagovailoa and the Vikings to respond, because you don't want to fall too far behind, and you know we're trying to force another one of those turnovers. Tua has been a little bit carefree with the football. You know he's got one more in him if he tries to test our secondary once again. But Tua, of course, is going to rely on Bucky Irving. Oh, he's riding his high horse upfield all the way to the 20-yard line. Yeah, just buck on that Bronco and see how far you can take him. Pretty far so far. Bucky Irving, another carry. He meets Aaron Donald in a very rude manner. Second down, man in motion. He won't get it. It's Tua with Donald on fire. And in his lap, Aaron Donald has a knack for taking over playoff games. Here he is on display, right on cue. Third down and a mile. Tua, great pocket. He's buying time and eventually ridden down by the rookie Aston Gillette. Not much for Tua to be done right there. And just like we talked about earlier on a 3rd down and 13, where, oh, whoa, field goal's just good. That was sketchier than it needed to be. But yeah, just like we talked about earlier, Tua making that same kind of play where just, you want to keep your team in the game. So even though you have the chance to be the hero on 3rd down and long, you have 3 points on the board. And Minnesota knows they can make it a 1-possession game and see if their defense can get a stop, or, well, hopefully for our Rams, we can continue the momentum of the previous drive as Julian Love cannot make the tackle eventually. It's a gain of 5 yards on 1st down. Dallas Turner. Oh, he is destroying Rob Havenstein on that right side of the formation. It's 3rd down and long. Empty for Jalen. Looking and popped. Oh, Fleming was streaking upfield. And if we could have got that pass off, I think Julian Fleming would have been in the end zone celebrating 6. Just needed a half a second more, whether it's for Jalen to make the read quicker or for the offensive line to hold up in protection. It's a matter of what ifs, a blown opportunity, and once again, the Minnesota Vikings pass midfield. And we saw this with the Dallas Cowboys a lot, where they were able to get yardage as one of the rarest sights in football, a drop on a routine catch by Justin Jefferson. Dallas did a lot of this. They moved downfield, but it was all about finishing drives, and the Vikings have not finished an offensive drive all day long. Can they do it here? End zone! Oh, Kobe Durant breaking it up. We are surviving against Justin Jefferson right now as Bucky Irving taking our defense for a ride down to the 8-yard line. Late 3rd quarter, Minnesota trying to tie the game up. That's not going to work. Donald, Young, Galot, all there. That's going to end the 3rd quarter. The Vikings trailing, but maybe for not much longer if they can find the end zone. 2nd down, 12 yards away to end zone. Picked off. Kobe Durant. Kobe balling in LA. Oh no, he lost it. He lost it. It's going to be a fumble and a 1st down and goal for the Vikings. Oh, there's no way that just happened. Newfound life. Tua taking advantage due to gritty. Justin Jefferson on the big stage. And now the Vikings a PAT away from tying the game. It's up and good. We're all knotted up at 20 apiece. Kobe Durant went from being the hero to the absolute 0 in one swing of the bat. Oh, that's unreal. We had the goal line stand, and then the fumble is just unfortunate because there's nothing we could have done. Kobe Durant was in a break tackle animation and just got a secondary shot, where there's, even if we want to get down, you could not. And now, instead of our defense celebrating a big stand, we're managing a tied ball game early in the fourth quarter as Jalen Henderson throwing the screen, the bubble. That's not going to do much. Huge third down, empty for Jalen. The pocket is good. We go to Merritt. He gets away and gets the first down. Kirk Merritt has been quite the focal point of this offense. He continues to deliver. Antonio Gibson doing his part. Back to Merritt we go. Another explosive play by Kirko. Down to the 24. Merritt close to 100 yards rushing. Jalen popped on the next play as we try to get it down low on the zig. An incompletion. Merritt makes the grab and only a gain of 2. 5:30 remaining in a tie game. Third down. Henderson. Pocket's good. Oh, but the throw is anything but. That was Mike Evans open underneath, and that was a walk-in first down, to say the least. Jalen just missed them slightly under duress, and we once again have to kick a field goal instead of extending the drive because of a Jalen Henderson missed throw, and that leaves us vulnerable to giving up the lead here. Minnesota Vikings know what they gotta do. They know they have time on their side. Oh, but they also know Aaron Donald could come screaming through a double team at any given moment, as he did there. Second down, good bounce back. Cornelius Johnson falling forward to the 30-yard line, getting a first down. The Vikings are in no rush. Oh, but we're trying to accelerate that QB clock of Tua. He's able to make the read to Hawkinson. Second and inches, Tua. Oh, Irving, another great grab out the backfield. A chain mover to the 45-yard line. Tua, no pressure, floating deep downfield, and that is covered beautifully. In man coverage, our corners are doing stupendous right now. Second down, Tua taking off, looking for the first down, awkwardly falling. It's a gain of 8 yards. We're close to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 2. Tua skinning, throwing, middle open. Jefferson narrowly raced away from the pack. Tackle to the 11-yard line. Vikings down by 3 in field goal range. Obviously, they want the touchdown. Jordan Addison once a year, looking, end zone, and he lost it. He lost it, and it's picked up by the Rams. Devon Jackson with a cracking blow to the Vikings' chances to win the game. The boomstick of all booms from the rookie Devon Jackson. But check this out. The Vikings have possession. What is going on here? The game says the Vikings have the possession at their own 20-yard line. This is obviously not right. It should be a touchback for our Rams, but here's Tua on the field on first down. What in the world is going on? And we're just here. I didn't even pick a defensive play because I was so confused. I was like, why do these guys have the ball? Why are we not on offense right now? What is going on in the playoffs with our season on the line? The Vikings have been given a mulligan for absolutely no reason. This is not in the NFL rulebook. They'll go up tempo. Second down, wide open. This is Bucky Irving. Forced out of bounds by Kobe Durant. This is madness. This is controversial. This is unreal. Here we go. Minnesota, chance to take the lead once again. 1:22 remaining. They have already worked it into field goal range. Tua looking for more. Benny nearly got home. Jefferson, his legs are taken from underneath him as he gets a gain of 8. Minnesota with all their timeouts. Our Rams with all of our timeouts. No one's calling them with a minute to go. Here we go. Tua, drop back. He goes down low. It's Bucky Irving on fire, and he's got the first down. Bucky Irving with wrecking ball activated. He gets just outside the red zone, and still no one calling a timeout. And finally, it's actually Minnesota that burns the first TO of this second half. 21 yards away from advancing. Closer than that is Bucky Irving. They'll ride number 2 into the dirt, win or loss. He's over 100 yards rushing, but he gets tackled in bounds. The time is moving, and we're sitting on our timeouts right now, just watching the Vikings. Second down. Oh! Blasted on the throw. Benny got the penetration. 3rd down and 3. Here's Tua looking for the lead. Looking for a first down. Oh! Jordan Addison with a monster grab. Middle of the field. 6 yards away. 1 timeout for Minnesota. Here we go. First down. Tua looking. He's got nothing open, and he's forced to throw that ball away. High pressure situation. The Vikings want to win the game, but they also don't want to lose it here. Our Rams looking for a legendary goal line stand. Second down. Tua stepping, throwing. Whoa! Travius nearly ended the game. He bats it away, but it's an incomplete situation. The Vikings have one more chance to dance. Third down, Tua holding. Whoa! Galot breaking up the pass intended for Bucky Irving. And now on fourth down, the Vikings got to go for the field goal here to force overtime. Our Rams, we know what we got to do. We got to ice the kicker. We got to get to the kicker. Here's Jake Elliott to tie the game with 6 seconds remaining. All the pressure on a chip shot. Up and good. Jake Elliott ties things up as controversy is all around SoFi Stadium as we are continuing to try to figure out why we did not get the ball. So we're going to take a touchback here. We got 3 seconds to go. Maybe one shot. They're not in 3-man deep, so let's see what we can cook up. Oh, Dallas Turner! Cooking up barbecue chicken. Dallas Turner has been the most dominant player on the Vikings defense, and we chose not to block him. That will send the game to overtime. And now we got to regroup. We got to refocus. There's a game to win still. We got to put the controversy behind us and just focus on overtime. We win the coin toss, and we are going to elect to kick it off because, of course, both teams get a possession even if the Vikings score a touchdown here. We want to see what Minnesota does first and see if our defense can get a stop and make the game easier for our offense. Here we go. Overtime underway. It's the new playoff overtime rules put to the test. Minnesota starting off at their own 25-yard line. Bucky Irving, first down. There's Azariah Thomas. Good open field tackle. Gotta keep Irving in check. Make Tua try to win the game with his arm on second down. He goes to Hawkinson. He gets away from Devon Jackson. He brings up a third down and 3 at the 32-yard line. Tua just need a couple. He wants more and he's picked off. Azariah Thomas. He's got the depth of Tua and he's down to the 42-yard line. The rookie stepping up on the big stage. This isn't really field goal range though. We need more yards and we're looking to pass on first down. Oh, there's cold-blooded Cooper. Hold on to the ball all the way to the 7-yard line. We call up 10. He answers. And we're going to get maybe 1 or 2 more plays off here. Try to center the ball or win the game. Antonio Gibson wins the game in overtime. Oh, wow. There is a lot to break down here, but what a finish as the 2-time defending champs refuse to be waved off the field. We're going to the conference championship game for the 3rd year in a row. And it took overtime to get it done, but should it have taken overtime? Probably not. I mean, you never know what could have happened. We would have been on offense at our own 20-yard line. Minnesota had all their timeouts. And, you know, there's a chance they forced the 3 and out, and we have to punt the ball back. But, I mean, they would have had no timeouts. We would have made them burn all of them. Or we would have just gotten the first down. Instead, we got put on defense. And not only put on defense, I didn't even call a defensive play. I was so confused, and we got caught not only in the wrong defense, but also they ran hurry up. And Minnesota immediately got into field goal range while I was still trying to figure out why the hell we didn't have the ball. So, I mean, thank God we moved on because, I mean, that was a joke. That's a straight up joke that we almost lost our season to that. I mean, obviously, it's heartbreak for Minnesota that they didn't score on the jet sweep. The fact that they fumbled kind of sucks for them, but I mean, Devon Jackson, that's what he's doing out there, man. He's a hitman, and we got our hit in that probably should have won us the game. Instead, it was actually the hit that nearly lost us the game. Thankfully, I mean, we'll get to play on next week. But like I said, man, that's an absolute joke that we got put in that situation at all, but hey man, that's all I got, man. Leave a like on this video if you guys enjoyed what you guys saw today. Subscribe for more Madden 24 gameplays. I will catch you guys next time. Thank you, as always, for watching, and we're on to the championship weekend.